I think we're live. We live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful April 25th, 2024. And I know it's early, but I decided, you know what? I want to do an early stream today. I don't know why, but I felt like, you know what? It's one of those days to have an early stream. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And we are joined by Real Texan Politics and, of course, Tyrone.
What's up?
The fan favorite is surely here. Surely he's not going to just be quiet the entire time and, like, leave us waiting.
Help me.
Surely he's going to say something eventually.
No, fuck off.
Thank you for that. So anyways, folks, today we'll be talking about a lot of stuff that's actually happening. I wouldn't say it's an emergency stream, but it's kind of a lot of shit's going down. The FCC did some stuff.
Things are happening all the
Check the
time.
chat.
Yeah, things are happening. Now, before we
Check the chat, rep.
What?
Gateway Pundit files for bankruptcy.
Oof. F's in chat for Gateway Pundit. F's. Now, before we continue...
Wow, I thought they were actually, like, doing fine.
Yeah, well, they got a bunch of lawsuits, so...
Oh, fuck, my bad.
Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Like Tyrone says, just $1 a month. Think about that. It's $1 a month. How can people just look at that and say, oh no, that's too expensive? Again, if you can afford it, it's just $1 a month. And like usual, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send a super chat via, well, the chat. Again, I'll try to read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get your questions answered. And, yeah. Also, share on Twitter. Let's get a bunch of people watching this stream. It's a little bit earlier, so we just gotta see. Alright, what should we talk about first? The FCC,
Bert, let's open it up with something that'll be relatively quick to talk about. A bunch of students, including multiple professors and the head of the philosophy department at Emory University, were just arrested today for violent protests and like pro-Hamas protests.
You know, I do wonder about the whole protest of the campuses. Why do they wait till now to start the protest? Borderline riots. What's happening?
Well, it's because Columbia does it, and then there's a whole backlash to it, and then it spreads like wildfire to the rest of the colleges, and now you have stuff with UT Austin, and they're doing another protest today, so that's going to spread all over the other Texas colleges. And
oh God, UT Austin.
There was another one. There was one at UTSA, I think, today, and there's another one going on at UT Austin today.
I always find it really funny that like you never see this shit happen at A&M because A&M is just so hardcore pro-Israeli.
And there may have been some protests. They might be smaller ones, but
well, no, there are smaller protests, but they always get overtaken by like counter protests by like pro-Israeli students.
Bruh.
Yeah, Arlington had
he was telling me the story. I think he said this on stream actually last week of a dude in a group chat who had like he had a pro-Palestine flag in his room, and like 30 different people in the group chat started spamming him with Israeli flags. Kind of funny, honestly.
But I do wonder, it's like, okay, are these protesters going to keep going? I assume at the bare minimum until the end of the school year, right? I assume so.
End of the school year, and then they'll probably pick back up. Like, yeah, especially if like Israel is in Rafah at that time, they're definitely gonna pick back up, and there'll probably be some stuff during like the summer classes and such, and probably at the very least till election day.
Yes,
it's also likely. I think the other thing to note is, we have the DNC going on in August. There's going to be massive riots.
That's going to be a riot
during that, and which means that the response to that is going to cause other protests across the country.
So my question is this going to get as bad as the hippie movement in the 60s? That's my question.
I hope so.
Pretty much already is.
Funny.
It's basically like that and 2020 BLM. By the way, also speaking of which, I finally flipped key 8 on the 13 keys because I had it as It's the social unrest
Yeah,
stuff. I
at
had
this
it as
point, yeah. I mean, that's
yeah, like no social unrest. I had it as true up until very recently because now with all the school stuff going on, and it looks like it's not going to settle down by
till
election day,
yeah,
so it's false
it
now.
might get worse. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get
This is
worse.
this is definitely gonna be the reverse BLM. Instead of hurting Republicans, it's gonna definitely hurt Democrats. Jacko Max for 5. I know this is a Trump stream, but Tony Gonzalez has been getting more and more awful. I think he realizes his base won't show up to the vote in the runoff. Well, yeah, Tony Gonzalez sucks. And there's a good chance Herrera could pull it off.
Andy Biggs endorsed Brandon Herrera yesterday.
Wait,
There's
Nancy Mace?
Andy Biggs. Where the fuck?
Oh,
did
Biggs. I
Nancy
thought you said
Biggs
Mace.
go? No,
Yeah, I know.
Biggs.
Oh, I know
Nancy
you said Biggs.
Mace.
Nancy
I mean, that would be
Biggs.
cool if she endorsed, but I don't know. I don't think she will. But
Nancy Biggs.
Nancy Biggs, so true.
True. But yeah, so I do wonder if this is gonna get like as bad as the 60s, because we just gotta see. Because if it is, I mean, there's no way Biden can win that scenario. You're talking about social unrest right in the middle of the election when everything's going to shit. That's not a good combination.
I mean, yeah, it's like the hippie movement, but then you got social media. That's going to influence a lot of shit.
That's true. Plus, you got the TikTok ban finally going through, which
Yeah,
apparently
there
the
you
company
go.
is saying they're not gonna sell.
It's not even a ban. It's literally just sell it or we'll like buy you out, which is just yeah.
Right.
That's not really a ban at that point.
Cook. All right, so yeah, the protest stuff, it's starting to get more widespread. I've noticed that a little bit, but we just gotta see if this is gonna be like a 1 week thing or if it's gonna be a significant.
Oh, it definitely.
ordeal.
It's not going to be a 1 week thing.
We just gotta see.
It won't.
I mean, I'm still a little bit hesitant to say that it's gonna last long because, you know, it's the modern day. Will these people actually protest for more than a week? I don't know, but we just gotta see.
Well, I mean, Israel hasn't even invaded Rafah yet, and once that does, all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah, if that does, didn't Israel say they're gonna do that anyways?
Yeah, they still want to, and I think they still will.
Imagine if they had social media in the 1968 election. That is what 2024 is. You know, that might. I'm still. I don't know. Still on the fence of states to be as bad as the 60s, but
Okay.
theoretically. All right.
Nixon probably could have won all 50 states, to be honest.
What?
Nixon probably could have won all 50 states, to be honest.
Yeah, he could have. All right. So enough of the protest stuff that's kind of, you know, to be determined. I hope it happens. You know, there's like full-scale riots. You know, there's a fist fights in the DNC floor. I don't think that's going to occur, though.
That would be fucking hilarious.
I just want to see like them like flat out break into the arena during the
We need
convention.
fist fights in the floor. Like, they're trying to get, like, the resolution passed for, like, the Palestine stuff. I want to see a fist fight. Like everyone does. That's free entertainment. Listen, make that
All right,
pay-per-view.
should we discuss the RFK stuff in Florida?
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, so before we get into the big news, RFK's campaign is garbage in Florida. At least in Florida. Because right now, he's at only 73 signatures. He needs 145,000.
Not 73,000, mind you. 73, as in 7-3, 2 digits.
Yeah, literally half of that is from Orlando.
Oh my goodness.
Which part of that's probably just because maybe some students at like UCF or whatever.
Yeah, they got bored. They got like, yeah, sure, we'll sign this.
But like, why there and not like Gainesville or whatever?
I don't know, but either way, what is this? This campaign is, I know it's, the deadline's July 18th, but 73?
You know what this means? It means Chris Nelson on July 19th is going to put out some tweets about how, oh, well, RFK is not on the ballot, so the GOP left me no choice but to vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah, he's going to say that. Or he's going to blame DeSantis for it. Surely.
Oh, DeSantis didn't endorse Kennedy, so he's a traitor.
Yeah, I got to vote Biden. Did you guys see that, by the way? Steve Deese absolutely shredded him during, like, a live conversation thing. That was freaking hilarious. But either way, I just can't believe that this campaign, they only got 73 signatures. I mean, think about that. They need 145,000. I mean, it's July 18th, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna get it.
Yeah, and I mean, mind you, third party support declines. It's only going to go down from here.
Well, this
Unless maybe Rashida Tlaib was running or something, but that's which she's not. So,
Man Milk for 5, unpopular far left president with a Minnesotan primary challenger plus a Republican political comeback plus third party who takes votes from Democrats. History rhymes, huh? Yeah, this is just 1968. Now we gotta see if there's like a riot. There's a bunch of riots and stuff, but
it's basically 68, but only two parties have a chance at actually getting electoral votes. We don't have, a
George
Dixiecrat or whatnot.
The only reason that happened was because of Wallace and the Dixiecrats. That's the only reason that occurred. But even then, he still did pretty impressive, even in northern states.
Yeah, like even, if Rashida Tlaib were to run, she wouldn't even win any states.
She wouldn't even win any congressional districts.
Well, the reason Wallace did so well in the northern states is because he had a really strong industrial policy.
Oh, yeah.
And
he was a populist. Nixon wasn't even a populist.
People just think he ran on nothing but race, and that's just false.
The reason that I would have voted for Wallace is because he's from the South, and he was an incredibly charismatic governor. And I also generally agreed with all his policy positions.
Tyrone, you should be careful with that.
Okay. This is a hell.
Tyrone, be
hey, I'm dancing around it for a reason. Come on.
Man, that's just... But either way, I just don't think RFK is going to be that George Wallace type. I just don't think that's going to happen. The only saving grace he has is his last name, Kennedy. If it wasn't for that, he would get like 1%. Maybe.
He's not even going to get... He's not winning any states even. I mean, pretty much... I mean, all of, like, his entire family disowned him, too, so...
Which, screw his family. That's just sad. The fact this whole family over some political beef from, like, 10 years ago, that's just pathetic, but that's a Kennedy's for you. Can't have anything nice. Imagine if Dean Phillips becomes more conservative, just like Eugene McCarthy. No. Dean Phillips ain't even running again. Didn't he retire?
Yeah, I think he dropped out. I think he endorsed Biden as well.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He's not going to do anything. Wallace was endorsed by the NAACP in 1954 Alabama governor race. Yeah, no one talks about that either. That's kind of the funniest historical fact I ever heard. George Wallace was endorsed by them.
He lost the race, then became racist, and then he got shot, and then he became a non-racist.
Yeah, that's just George Wallace. It's kind of a scheme, meme. Hey, Rap, have you heard Governor Hot Wheels endorse Little Tony, defending Tony for calling his opponents scumbags? Yeah, why did Abbott do that? Why did he endorse...
Hot Wheels is Hot Wheels.
True. Oh, but this kind of is the Greg Abbott, like, circle. Like, he does something really good.
He's still an establishment guy.
Yeah, it just
people need to understand he's still fundamentally an establishmentarian at the end of the day.
Wow, you just said what real text just said. Thank you for that, Tyrone.
Oh, Brandon Herrera's a gun nut running in Uvalde. He's gonna lose.
Yeah, didn't Uvalde vote Republican by like 80 points or something?
Yeah, Abbott won it. I mean, the thing with Uvalde County is like I think it actually did trend a little to the left compared to like 2020 because of the shooting. Like, I think Abbott won it by like the same amount as Trump. Where like every other county shifted to the right except Austin, but that's beside. But
that's Austin being Austin.
Rap, do you think Teamsters endorses Trump? No, but did you guys see what happened in New York City today, or was it today?
No.
Or was it yesterday? Okay, it was today. So Trump went to New York City. He talked to some like union workers, I think, and then they told like Biden to go F himself. It's just like, yeah. If you're winning union votes in New York City as a Republican. Granted, these voters probably voted for Trump in 2020, but it's like kind of hilarious that they told Biden to go F himself. I think that was like even on like Newsmax. They said, yeah, go F Biden. Abbott better not run for a fourth term. I doubt it. Is Abbott even running again? Or I should say...
He may have filed paperwork, but I don't know if he's actually going to run.
Or should I say he's rolling to a fourth term?
So true.
Yeah, I know. Dead joke. I'm allowed to beat the dead joke to death. The dead horse, I know, but...
Yeah, he can't be as dead as his legs.
Boo!
Oh, fuck off.
Listen, I'm the only one here allowed to make corny jokes, but...
By the way, if you hear the yelling on my end, it's just some people selling, like, I don't know what they're selling.
They're selling
It's not
weed.
a protest. No, I think it's some like coffee or whatever. I
They're
don't know.
selling crack.
Some club, and a girl dressed as a cow.
I'm a
What?
Ooh, hey, I'm interested.
Oh, Tyrone, you shut up. Tyrone, you shut up.
I like cow lingerie. What can I say?
Oh, good lord.
That shit's hot, bro.
Stop. Let's see here. 7 minutes for 2. Help me.
By the way, I should mention there's Palestine graffiti in front of the library, and I'm surprised it didn't even get removed last night.
Well,
yeah, because there was a decent sized protest here, and I actually missed all of it because I was in class, and then when I got out, it was just a bunch of like Muslims and transgenders talking to each other.
That's okay. That's kind of cursed. Not gonna lie.
Wait, is it like Muslims were talking to transgenders, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's based. I mean, well, it's like I've said before. Every Palestine supporter is either a Muslim or a transgender, and there's no in between.
Well, okay. What are we talking about? Like the Muslim that
Muslims for trans rights.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that type. Are we talking about that type, or talking about like the actual Muslims from like Iraq and stuff?
No, these are just like I think these are like just Palestinian college students.
Oh. Cornerwood
and probably some whatever the hell, I don't know.
All right. So the RFK stuff is kind of just pathetic, kind of funny to laugh at, but just sad because supposedly he's getting like 10% of the vote, but he can't even get 73 signatures. I mean, it's still early, but huh? What was that?
Huh?
No, please get a water.
Hey, Rap, they say Walls is only racist because of politics. Your thoughts? Yes, I agree with that. Okay, so should we finally talk about the point of the stream? The Trump surge. Now, there's been a lot of people saying for the past couple of days that Trump is starting to rebound in the polls a little bit. Now, I'm not saying he's going up 15 points, but I do want to look at...
He's going up 50 points. Trust the plan.
Trust the plan. But I do want to talk about, is there some legitimacy to this? Because, there is the big question about these swings towards Biden last month. Were they because of Trump losing support, or was that because of just undecided going for Biden?
Undecided. It was probably pollsters being forced out.
That's part of it, maybe. But there is this new poll from Bloomberg, Morning Consult Bloomberg. Remember this poll? Let me pull up the graphic right here. Actually, let me get this here. So this was a poll that every Democrat and many dissimps used last month as proof that Biden was surging. In this month, in the swing states, Trump surged by a couple points. Now, I'm not saying he went up 10 points, but he did go up 2 to 3 points in the swing states. This includes Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. For crying out loud, the only state he's losing, according to this poll, is funny enough Michigan by 2. But every other state he's up by 6 in Georgia, 10 in North Carolina. Hell, he's up by 1 in Pennsylvania, Nevada by 8. So I'm not saying Trump's going to win the states by this margin. Can you imagine Trump won Nevada by 8 points? How much did he lose it by? 3?
Yeah.
He wins by 8.
He'd be winning. He'd be winning Arizona, Texas, and Georgia and Wisconsin by safe margins at that point.
Yeah,
Or winning. Not my bad.
No, go on.
No. I thought I said losing for a moment. I didn't remember what I said. Yeah, no. Like if he's winning Nevada by 8 points, he's winning Arizona by safe margins. Same for Texas, Georgia, Wisconsin. He'd be getting at least lean margins in Pennsylvania, and I mean, shit, like that. Just if he's getting 8 in Nevada, assuming the trends roughly translate, he'd be winning Virginia and Minnesota by like what, 2 points?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, this poll was cited by every Democrat a month ago, and when this poll released this month, they didn't say a damn word. Not a single thing. Not a peep from these people.
Or being paid for by Trump.
Yeah, no, last month they were praising as proof that Biden was surging, when in reality it just showed Trump was going down a point. In reality, this month, he actually has the best polls. According to this one pollster, he's had this year. My question is, what occurred the past month to cause this? Was it just a poll?
That's a great question. I don't know. What do you think it is?
I honestly don't know.
I mean, gas prices have been going up, so that's probably
Maybe.
part of it.
I don't think.
I've heard like the economy this quarter is like slow.
Well, the problem is people are just not buying it. They don't believe the economy is surging, that we have a booming enterprise. It's like, no one believes that. Trump is winning divided by 14 the 5-way. That's crazy. Yeah, by how much? Did I read that right? Hold up. What did he say? He's winning it by 14 in a 5-way. No way. Nevada. Let's
He's
look.
winning what? He's winning what by 14?
Nevada. Holy, he is. When you include RFK and other, he's up by 14. Really? Okay, that's I think a bit much, but oddly enough, it seems like that's one of the only swing states, according to this poll, that RFK hurts Biden more than Trump.
I mean, is there any other data for RFK in those states?
Well, it's other. They
From
have
that
RFK.
poll?
They have RFK, including the 5-way race. 5% in Georgia, 8% in Wisconsin. So he's doing best in the Rust Belt, funny enough. That makes sense a little bit. Stephen Howard for 5. I feel like Trump's pulling in Michigan and slipping a bit compared to February and March for some reason. Well, what I think's happening is a lot of these Arab Americans, or at least a chunk of them, they were saying they weren't going to vote for him. They are coming home to Biden slowly. But the problem is it's not enough. That's why I think the margins are getting closer. A bunch of these Muslims
it may be. I think it might be temporary because, like, if they do, and well, I mean, Biden's not going to support Israel if they invade Rafah. But if Israel were to go into like a hot war with Iran, he would have no choice but to support them.
Yeah, well, that's sad. That's not going to happen, thank goodness. But because if Iran and Israel went to a full-blown shit show war over there, that would not be fun.
Oh, what the fuck is this? What is this
What?
shit? Look at this tweet.
Teacher.
Look who tweeted it.
Justin Trudeau.
Oh my! I thought that looked like something different. Well, let me pull this on stream. Why did you post this?
Why did I post it, or why did he post it?
Why did he post it?
I don't know.
Was he a teacher?
I think he's trying to appeal to parents or something. I don't know.
Trudeau's gonna get killed this year. When is the Canadian election? This year or next year?
I think it's this year.
The Liberals are gonna get killed. Granted, Pierre, how do you say his name? I can never. Yeah.
Pierre Poilievre.
He's not the most conservative guy, but he's much better than Trudeau. Not saying much, but this is
still like a mass immigration in Ukraine simp, but
well, the thing with him is he's gonna actually try to solve stuff in Canada. So
I remember someone getting mad that he wasn't vocally pro-life. It's like, yeah, he's in fucking Canada. What are you stupid bitch? What are you expecting? Why did I just turn into an Indian there? What the fuck?
I mean, Canada has a lot of Indians anyway, so.
You stupid bitch! What the fuck are you doing? You dumb cunt! You are a stupid motherfucking cunt.
Did you see Dementia Joe reading pause on the teleprompter? Yeah, I saw that. Like the teleprompter, they tell you like when the pause for like claps. He said pause. Like openly.
Whiskey? Okay, sorry.
What was that?
No, it's Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars,
Oh.
Like, does no one remember that?
I don't know. But yeah, so the Biden the teleprompter said pause, and he said pause. And they clap for him. That's the president, everyone.
Oh yeah. During that same speech, he like tried to handshake a ghost or something.
Yeah, he was handshaking the air again. I can't believe I have to say again. That's how pathetic it is. This is the first time. I'm not even shocked by it. It's just so sad. I have nothing to say. Biden has dementia. Wow.
You know who else has dementia?
You.
Where am I?
But no, it's like, how can anyone defend that at this point? Do Democrats really think that people don't think he has dementia? I mean, do they really think that no one actually looks at him and say, yes, there's nothing wrong with the guy?
Oh, Donald Trump is the real dementia patient.
Yeah, it's like he slipped up one word and they say he has dementia, but Biden says pause. when it just, like, in parentheses, like, don't say it. And he just shakes the air. Like, yeah, I'm sure that Trump has the problems. Biden, say
Where
please
am I?
clap.
Why am I here?
You know what the sad part is, though? You could write anything on a teleprompter. He's gonna read it. He could write anything. Could you imagine some guy, like, hacks a teleprompter and, like, makes him say stuff he shouldn't say?
Joe Biden is not the Wendigo.
Gosh.
Oh, you just
Pause. The Democrats have the nerve to say that Trump is a mention instead of Biden. Yeah, I'm not saying that Trump... No one's saying that Trump is, you know, as energetic as he was back in 2016.
I mean, what if you make Joe Biden say a certain country in Africa's name?
Okay, don't... We're not going down that route again. Nope.
I know.
Alright. But yeah, back to the polling stuff. Is this going to be a permanent thing? Where Trump's going to maintain this lead of 10 points in North Carolina, 8 in Nevada? Or is this just another one of those polls where he's only up because undecideds, and that it's just going to go down in like a week?
I mean, the polls will probably tighten towards the end, but...
I would assume so. Again, when I say tighten, that doesn't mean, you know, oh, it's going to flip towards Biden. I mean, maybe it could, but these people claiming that, oh, well, they're going to get one... They're going to swing to the left and Biden's will be up. If Trump loses the popular vote by 2, like the people were saying he will, that's still a victory.
I mean, those exit polls are going to be a sight to see.
Oh, yeah. Hispanics swing 20 points right, you know. Friggin' the youth vote swings 20 points right. The boomers swing 10 points left. It's going to be glorious.
Biden wins 18 and 29 by, like, what, 11 or something?
Yeah. Cole Langdon for 5. Rap, in your opinion, which is more based, Idaho or Wyoming? What do you guys think?
I mean, I guess Wyoming. I mean, more of like the cowboy culture and whatnot. Idaho is like an extension of Utah.
The thing about Idaho is, I haven't been there. I've been to Wyoming. It's a beautiful state. So I can't really say. Lord Rhino for 5. I still remember when Italy got Emperor Trump in an anti-Trump rally. Made him look even better. I think that was just a satirical thing. I don't think that was like an anti-Trump rally. I think that was just satire.
Yeah, and then England has like that Trump
That
baby
stupid
balloon or whatever.
It's like, just touch grass. Touch grass with that.
And then I think they flew to America for some other protests. Anyways, I gotta go because I got class in a couple minutes.
Adios, good sir.
See you.
See ya.
Alright, so now we're left with Tyrone. We're doomed. What is that laugh? You sound like Freddy Fazbear.
That was the idea.
Bro. Can we get a moment to take... Oh, what? Unless Scott Presser thinks NBC and the fake news, he was able to buy a tote and register no voters. Well, yeah, Scott Presser is really doing a good job. Didn't the RNC contact him?
Yeah.
Did he get like a job? Yeah. Alright, I want to segue real quick to the FCC stuff. We talked about this before the stream, but for those that don't know, the FCC did a thing today. They were promising to do this for a while, and they just did. The FCC has reinstated net neutrality. Can we just get an F in chat for, the 8 years of freedom for this crap? Unfreaking believable. Remember when everyone said that repealing net neutrality would end the internet and make internet speeds slower? Did internet speeds go up the past 8 years?
Yeah, no,
like, dramatically?
No, like the whole thing behind net neutrality, like it was a fucking scam to begin with. I can't help people who can't recognize that. Like, the whole reason that you had net neutrality to begin with was to protect corporate interests.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what net neutrality really is? Because I know, like, a little bit, but...
I don't really want to get into it. I could be here all day.
Well, just get, like, the rundown. For some people,
The rundown is that it didn't fucking matter to begin with. People made a big fucking people beat on a hornet's nest for literally no apparent reason. It actually did very little. Internet speeds went up, but it didn't really affect pretty much anything. It's actually not that big of a headline. Just expect your internet to be slightly slower.
Just take the... I mean, like, nothing... I don't get why they reinstated it. What was the point? Like, speeds went up. It's despite all the theories that, oh, it's the apocalypse, the internet's gonna die. Well, it clearly didn't. We're still here, but I don't know. But this would be like a every 4 years type ordeal where they're just gonna repeal it, then bring it back, repeal it, bring it back. It's just a scam. But I just want to touch upon that real quick because that was, I guess, breaking news. Or I would say breaking news, but it's news. Certainly. Was net neutrality? It's just some bullshit where they can't throttle the internet speeds or whatever. Claim to. Essentially. FCC made internet speeds go up, and now they do this. Yeah, FCC did one good thing, and they decide, oh no, that's actually too good. We have to repeal it. Hey, Rap, Biden does many dumb things like shaking hands with air, talking to dead people, reads teleprompters wrong, walks aimlessly, and trips over flight surfaces and up, yes, the stairs. Yeah. He trips up the stairs. How is that even possible? No, seriously, how do you trip?
Hyperborean gravity-defying powers.
Like, I just can't imagine that. It's like, I know people trip down the stairs, but you know how hard it is to trip up the stairs? Once in your life, fine. He did it like 5 times. Like 5 times in a day. Sam Madsen for 5. Minnesota Democrats will vote on more gun control Monday. Does that affect the state at all for November? I mean, it could maybe have some backlash, but it is Minnesota. Will there be that much backlash? I don't know. Well, I mean, Minnesota Democrats might not have a majority next week because that state senator, did she get arrested for, like, stealing stuff or something? I thought so.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see. People just do whatever big cable/internet companies because they don't want to anger the people who don't bring their entertainment is dumb. Well, yeah, people, like, really think net neutrality does anything. It hurts more than it helps. Or supposedly helps. I still don't get what it's supposed to even do. I see Biden say 4 more years pause. Yeah, we've talked about that. Ben Cynics for 5. Per Kelvin Coolidge, Palestinian protesters storm some fashion place. Really? Are they taking over the stores now? Oh my gosh, they did. The Fashion Institute of Technology. What, Tyrone? What was that?
They're taking over the stores.
To take over the stores, or so, I don't know. Yeah, so apparently, pro-Palestinian protesters stormed the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Big news. What do they do? They're like waving people and like, come on, get in here. What is this video? Oh, they're trying to stop them. They have tents set up in there? Oh, good lord. And I guarantee you half of these people, I guarantee you, they're like the top 1%. Like, their parents are like multimillionaires. I guarantee it. Like, they don't have a job, they don't do anything. And that's their entire life. Just like protest for no reason. I mean, oh, good lord, there's a bunch of people. Okay, there's like 200, 300 people. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm not gonna show some of these signs. That's not... YouTube's not gonna allow that. What the I don't get, like, yeah, half the people are wearing masks and stuff. Not even the drip is safe from these mother effers. They don't even know what they're protesting. Yeah, they probably don't know where Palestine is. It's in eastern Ukraine.
Isn't that an eastern? Fuck, you beat me to the joke.
Well, no, it's just like... these people vote, and they don't even know where half this shit is. They're protesting. They don't know what it is. It's like, Palestine? Yeah, I support Palestine. Okay, where is Palestine? I don't know. Next to Israel. Well, where's Israel? Is that by Taiwan or something? Why is it always mainly women at these protests? Well, I can make a joke, but I'm not going to. Tyrone probably will, but...
What am I joking about?
I don't know. Why it's mostly women? Why it's mostly women at these protests?
Because women are naturally more empathetic and bleeding heart than men, and it's a woman's intuition is to be soft and nurturing and shit like that. So they
wow, that's actually a decent
they
response.
they naturally want to support these oppressed peoples and such.
True. That's actually a good response, Tyrone. I thought you were gonna say something like insane. You did. I'm happy for you, Tyrone. You didn't say something absolutely schizophrenic. Now, don't say anything, please. I beg of you.
I'm not going to.
Surely. Democracy was a mistake. Yeah, democracy sucks.
Yeah, that's why we need Adolf Hitler to come back from the grave.
No! No, we
I'm
don't!
joking with that, obviously. I don't fucking support bringing Hitler back.
I mean, here's the reality. This democracy sucks. But I just, speaking
We're
of
not
that...
a democracy, we're a republic.
Well, yeah. We're supposed to be a republic, but people want to make it a democracy and all that crap. It sucks.
Yeah, look how that worked out for the ancient Greeks and the Romans.
Well, to be fair, that was like 4,000 years ago. But yeah, like, speaking of that, I just don't get why some people, like, the modern day, they worship Mr. Mustache Man. I don't get that. I was, like, browsing Twitter yesterday, and it's just nothing but that crap. Like, they worship the guy. I don't know. Does anyone notice that, too? Like, when you go to Twitter and stuff, you just see nothing but, like, oh, the Mustache Man from the 40s was good. It's like, no, he wasn't. Why are you people worshiping the guy? In a Tyrone moment. That's real. Storm the candy store for Palestine. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like, storm the Target. Go steal their shit. Like the BLM protest. Oh yeah, we gotta steal from Target and Walmart for democracy. Man for 2. What does your persona look like? What the hell is that?
Don't talk about those shitty JRPG games here. Moving on.
What is that?
I said we're not talking about it.
Oh, okay. Why are we not talking about it? What is it? Never mind.
Where the hell am I?
Who are you? The famous Austrian painter. Yeah, but just like, I don't get why people worship that, but I think it's cool. Yeah,
I don't think most.
Like, really, why?
That's base.
What was that alien? He just left.
That was aliens.
Oh, good lord. Interesting. Oh man, this is definitely gone off the rails. Already's gone off the rails. 2020 all over again. Yeah, I think we're gonna see 2020 again, but except it's gonna be Democrats hurting Democrats instead of it being bad for Republicans, because these protests are just gonna hurt Biden. I think they're just edgelords. Yeah. Yeah, most of them are. But all right. Anyways, is there anything else to go into?
Not really, no.
Take the L. Oh, did you see the Christie video?
No, I didn't. What happened? What happened with Golden Corral State University grad this time?
Look what I posted in the chat.
You embed that for me, por favor.
No, how do you embed it?
VXTwitter.com and
Oh,
set
yeah.
it up. VX Twitter.
Hold on. Oh, let me get this. There we go. This is Christie, everyone. You know, that's what he says. If you look at Trump physically right now, he looks terrible. As he slouched over.
Man,
Bro.
hot calling the kettle black. Holy shit. Oh, did you guys see that the successes of the Fallout show might spawn a game based on it?
L. I'm kidding. But yeah, like, the Fallout show I haven't watched yet.
Krispy Kreme University.
Yeah, but I just love how he slouched over and he's saying, if you look at Trump physically right now, he looks terrible. Just coming from this guy who can barely do a town hall like once a week. Oh, that chair. I feel bad for the chair. It's like the town hall chair. I feel bad for it. Chair lives matter. You know, that has to be a t-shirt. I might have to make a merch for that. Christie for Palestine. Christie attacking Trump's physical appearance. Yeah, as he looks like that. The pot calling the kettle black. Yeah, that's what Tyrone said. Bro, Christie not the one to talk. I don't get it. He's so deranged that
I'd say maybe Chris Christie should stop running his mouth, but I don't think he runs anything.
He can't run. He physically cannot run. Listen, the last time we saw Chris Christie town hall, the chair nearly broke. So, not good. Krispy Kreme. Good lord.
I got it again at Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. That's the... I still want to know where the origin of that is from. Like, who thought, oh yeah, we gotta call Chris Christie, Krispy Kreme.
Because he's a fat fuck, that's why.
I thought there's like a reason, like he went to like get a donut from there. But no,
he's fat.
Just fat. Oh, there is one thing we do gotta talk about. This is actually kind of big. I cannot believe I forgot about this.
Is it bigger than Chris Christie?
Chris Christie. Yes, it's actually bigger than Christie. So this was reported yesterday from Arizona, because Arizona has indicted 18 in an election interference case, including Giuliani and Meadows. Now, from what I can tell, they're trying
it's election interference.
Yeah, they're trying to arrest them for, I guess, certifying the election or decertifying or something. I don't know the whole story, but I know like 11 of the electors that were Republicans, they apparently got thrown into this. And a bunch of like Trump's people, including Jenna Ellis. Good luck with that, by the way. Remember all that, oh, we can't pay for, or we should not be paying for others' legal fees. I guarantee you there will be a GoFundMe up in like 2 days for her. I guarantee it.
I believe it.
I mean,
I'm not 100% on the source, but I heard somewhere that one of the people who was indicted was in charge of the ballot harvesting operation for Republicans.
No, that's true. That's 100% true.
That's like, wow, what convenient timing. Like the Bloomberg poll releases showing Biden getting crushed in the swing states. And then literally like later that day, the indictment rolls around.
I really want to know why they charged him. Like, for what? I'm still waiting. Like, what's their charges? I still don't know. I'm reading part of this. I can't see anything. Let's see. The indictment alludes to Giuliani's attorney, who was often identified as the mayor and spread allegations. Blah blah blah. I'm still looking. So for trying to overturn the election, did Democrats do this every single time the Republicans have won the past 20 years or 24 years? Hell, the past 60. Remember Nixon in 1972? I think it was like North Carolina.
It was, I think, Hawaii. There were alternate slates of electors that voted, and literally nothing happened.
Yeah. This happens, like, every time the Democrats lose an election, outside of, like, landslides. Like, okay, Reagan wins every state. Yeah, we're not going to do that. 2000, they tried to contest it with Florida. 2004, remember Ohio? What is the 16 counties that they stole the election in? 2016, we know how that went. But Republicans, they try to contest an election. Oh, no, that's election interference. So we're going to arrest them for it. It's election interference to contest an election, but it's not to arrest people for contesting an election? What? And this is a Democrat who won by 300 votes. She barely won. Let's see here. Statute of limitations is beyond time. Should have tried 3 years ago. Yeah, if this was like 2021, it still would have been a garbage case, but at least you could say it's not politically motivated. You could say, well, it's recently occurred, it's grand jury, but no, it's like, it's clear this is just political bullshit. I don't know. Republicans should have started arresting Democrats for claiming election interference. Oh, they should. I agree. But yeah, I'm still reading through this. And what are the actual charges? Aliens, would you know?
I read it. They had like conspiracy and a couple other things. Yeah, it was stupid. Obvious bullshit.
Conspiracy. Oh, yes. That's conspiracy. But Hillary Clinton, what she did, that's not conspiracy. I'm looking. There's like nothing else. conspiracy at most. Republicans should start a read that. You could call these protests for dumb college kids. What? Give them their own medicine. Oh no, that would start riots. That would be election interference if they did that. Republicans won't do it. They won't do the same thing because principles. We can't do that because democracy.
That's such a stupid talking point.
Well, no, that's Republicans. They won't do it because they gotta save democracy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to go deal with something regarding my family. What happened?
What up?
Where
So we're talking about the Arizona stuff. Did you hear about this?
No.
So essentially, 18 people got arrested for the election stuff. They're all Republicans, the elector stuff, back in 2020. Including the person running the ballot harvesting organization in Arizona. They arrested him, or indicted him, I should say. More than likely get thrown in jail. This includes several state senators, which, reminder, these state senators, it's like 2 or 3 state senators, if they go down, Democrats get the majority. It's just unfreaking believable what's happening here. How can anyone look at this and say this is normal? This is fine. Jenna Ellis snitched on everyone and still got caught. Yeah, that's her fault. She tried to backstab Trump and backfired. No one's going to give her anything. She's going to beg for MAGA support now. Watch. She'll be begging, saying, oh, I'm really with MAGA here. You should support me. Yeah, no one's falling for that this time. Far-left Palestinian shitlibs are complaining that the Senate right isn't coming to help them because of my free speech. I would stick out my neck for someone who wants to silence dehumanize me. Well, yeah. These same people do this crap, and they're demanding to help them. Tell them to go screw off. Alright. Conspiracy, fraud, and forgery charges. I find that funny. The second thing's fraud. Funny. Alright. Is there anything else occurring in the world?
No.
L. Jenna Ellis is stupid for pleading guilty when the Georgia case getting destroyed. Yeah, that's the one case that Trump didn't have any problems with. It was falling apart from the get-go. And she pleaded. She would have got out scot-free. But no. Turns out she's not a smart lawyer. She should not be a lawyer anyways. So. How's the immunity case going? Oh, yeah, that was today, that's right. So, from everything I heard, it sounds like Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and... No, I gotta look who it is. It's Alito. Hold on. Who was it? I gotta look up. Okay. So, Thomas Alito and Kavanaugh thinks Trump's January 6th prosecution is unconstitutional. It sounds like Gorsuch is also. It sounds like Roberts is skeptical. So, it's looking pretty good at the Supreme Court today. If he wins Gorsuch and Roberts, he's got this. But I do wonder, with the whole immunity case, is this for every case or just one? Does anyone know?
No, I don't know.
You should know. You're Tyrone.
I'm fucking...
What was that?
You activated the Tyrone.
You activated the Tyrone. But okay, I think this is just for all the cases, I think. The presidential immunity. I think it's for all of them, or just one. I don't know for certain. If someone knows the chat, let me know. But everything I tell, it sounds like that 4 of the 9 are like pretty much going to side with Trump. It sounds like that Roberts might too. Which I think just common sense. I mean, can you think about that for a second? If the president did not have immunity, what would happen? You just get a rogue prosecutor and a judge that's crooked. They would just go after the president. Oh, yeah. Like the New York case. Get a rogue DA, or hell, even Georgia.
I said a rogue prostitute.
I said prosecutor.
I said a rogue I said, whoa, rogue prostitute? And you said, yeah, they're going after Trump.
Bro, good lord. It's for presidential immunity in general. Yeah, so this is a big case because if the president does not have immunity, theoretically, you could have the justice system, or the quote-unquote justice system, coup the president. They could theoretically just take him out. And say, oh, well, we have something on you from 50 years ago. If you don't do what we say, we're going to arrest you. So you can't be president. Does no one see a problem with that? It should be only up to the House and Senate to decide that, not the courts. Trump winning would be worth it just for the Supreme Court judges. Maybe. Kavanaugh asked about Obama's drone strikes. Wait, what? He asked about that? Why did he ask about Obama's drone strikes? Is he trying to imply that he should be thrown in jail for that? Oh, John Willard's back.
John Dollard.
John Dollard. They will send it back to trial court to determine what are considered official acts. Oh, gosh. They're going to just kick it. If they punt it, that'll be pathetic. But that is Supreme Court. Trump is searching.
Perhaps speaking of punting, what I think today's draft day.
Yeah, it is. That's why I wanted to do stream earlier today.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that today?
So I forgot to mention today is draft day. So I hope everyone I guess tunes. That's gonna be I'm intrigued to see what some of the teams do, but don't pick Caleb Williams. I'm telling you, he'd be a bust. I have a feeling about it.
What makes you think he's a bust?
The way he's acting. He refused to do any pro days from everything I can
Source,
tell.
I made it the fuck up.
Made it the fuck up. But no. I really think that Caleb Williams has some problems where he's not going to be a Hall of Fame level quarterback. I don't think he's going to be a good quarterback either. They're going to do the same thing they did with Justin Fields. He's going to start right away and they're going to break him. That's my opinion. Despite having good weapons like DJ Moore.
You think he's the next Zach Wilson?
Yes.
All right. Who's your sleeper pick for quarterback then?
He's on a bust. Well, listen, that's just my opinion. I think that he's gonna be a bust. I really think so.
Yeah, I'm just asking, out of all the quarterbacks in the draft, there's a decent amount. Who do you think is your dark horse kind of character?
I want to check because I really haven't paid attention. I got paid attention. Right. JJ McCarthy's a meme. That's not gonna happen. Honestly, I think it's gonna be Michael Penix.
Your what?
Funny name.
Penix. Is it Penix?
It's just the way you pronounce it is all.
Today we're going to be
Penix.
talking about
It's Penix. Michael Penix, excuse me. I think Michael Penix would be really good. It's just one of those things where I don't know. Because every time I do a mock draft, it fails miserably. It never goes well. McCarthy's, I don't know. JJ McCarthy just was a bit, I just think it was because he was on a good team in Michigan. Penix. Oh, good lord. People are gonna, I had that slip up.
The Penix.
It's Penix. Fuck off, John.
It's like Latin.
She's will 3-peat. Fuck off, John. Oh, man. Yeah, it's Michael Penix. I think he's the best. He looked good at Washington. Justice Kavanaugh asked DOJ lawyer, former President Obama should be prosecuted for his use of drone strikes against civilians. Oh, that's right. Did he drone strike an American civilian? They got away with it. I don't know.
Did he?
What?
Did he?
No, I thought. I thought he drone strike the civilian. I thought.
Drone strike the wedding.
Drone strike. But yeah, I thought he did something about that, but surely he didn't. Chiefs gotta go down. I think the Chiefs, knowing how the NFL has been the past 5 years, are gonna win it again. And they're just gonna be the new Patriots. Just more cringe. I think it's gonna be a good solid draft for quarterbacks. I don't see any quarterbacks with a great chance to be a top quarterback in the league, though, but I do see potential high end. Well, I just don't trust the top quarterback Williams. I just don't trust him. He's going to the Bears.
I don't think you trust him.
No, seriously, when was the last quarterback the Bears had that was really good? Ever?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
I'm kidding. Maybe. I don't know.
He
I
probably is
hear
the best
conflicting
quarterback.
opinions on him. I hear conflicting opinions on Fields.
I just think he was on a bad team.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be. He might be sitting behind Russ. So.
Well, aren't they
see.
both in contract years anyway? So that's probably what they're.
They're both on the Steelers. I'm saying he might be like second to Russ.
Oh, he will. I think what's gonna happen is, if Wilson sucks ass this year, they're gonna have Fields as the backup. Let him learn for a year. And if he sucks ass, they're just gonna put him in.
Okay, football talk. I don't know shit about this, so.
Oh, sorry about that. Jacob Martin for 2. Don't forget, indictments also came out of Michigan too. Wait, what? Michigan indictments also? For who?
These nuts.
Bro. Let's see. Yeah, he bombed the restaurant in Yemen that had a 16-year-old American in it. Hold up. That's what I thought. Good lord. That's the compassionate president, everyone. Barack Obama. Steelers could draft another quarterback. No, they're gonna go with Wilson or Fields. That's what they got.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense to draft a quarterback after already just pulling 2.
No, they gotta draft a third one. The Packers will suck. No, the Packers we're gonna be good this year. We're gonna surely win.
You guys got Josh Jacobs, right? The running back.
Yeah, but we got rid of Aaron Jones, so.
Well, Josh Jacobs is good, I thought as well. They're both.
Well, no, we got rid of Aaron Jones. I'm kind of mad about that.
He was a good running back. I think he's probably the biggest reason why the Packers beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, you guys sucked. That was pathetic.
Yeah, I know. The Cowboys are trash.
I mean, you lost to Jordan Love in his first playoff game. That was just pathetic.
Though, to be fair, they did also do pretty good against, the Niners.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah,
my favorite football one is, my favorite game of football was when Trump led the Patriot against the Steelers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Patriots versus the Steelers.
I'm just confused.
Rap. It's a double entendre. Steeler.
I never want to talk to you again. I'm kidding.
The Patriots versus the Steelers.
Good lord. Let's see. Hey, Rap, if Bikini Bottom voted in 2020. I don't know how they would vote. They're just a fictional thing.
Squidward.
Mr. Krabs is a Republican.
True. Clarification yesterday. Trump has been named as an unindicted co-conspirator in the Michigan fake electors case. Of course he is. I mean, unbelievable. That's a conspiracy now? Oh yeah, it's a conspiracy to rig the election. Surely. How about them Cowboys? Yeah, Cowboys, they're going all in this year.
It is a sad existence to be a Cowboys fan right now. We got two. I think we got 2 guys, and that's it. And
Jerry Jones said we're gonna go all in.
All we got was Eric Kendricks from the Chargers as a linebacker. He's decent, and we got the Rams backup running back Royce Freeman.
And then you lose
that's
half
literally
your
it.
team.
Yes, yeah, we lost Stephon Gilmore. We lost a bunch of offensive linemen, a couple other defensive players. It's not pretty. Oh yeah, and Tony Pollard, though he wasn't really that great last year. We have a lot of holes on our roster, but no, we're gonna draft well. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, well they actually draft pretty good.
I think it's a meme. They didn't even draft well last time.
Cowboys go in while signing no free.
They're gonna get Jonathan Brooks, who's coming off, I think, an ACL injury.
Man, you got some. Yeah, Jerry Jones said all in. Yeah, you guys went all in. That was pathetic. I just started laughing when I saw some of those free agent signings. 2 players, and that's it.
We could have had Derrick Henry, bro. We could have had it all.
Yeah, he went to the Eagles, right?
No, the Ravens.
Yeah,
the
Ravens.
Eagles got Saquon, I think.
Yeah, that's right. There was tampering charges, I guess, so that's fun.
Yeah. Well, it's another year, another 8-8 mediocre season.
Well, 8-9, but
8-9. Or 9-8.
At least you don't gotta go to Brazil like the Packers do.
Huh.
Yeah, Packers.
Oh yeah, aren't the Packers playing Their Packers are playing the Eagles, right?
Yeah, at Brazil.
Oh, that ought to be a good game.
The funny thing is their stadium, and Their stadium is one of those where they don't allow the color green for both uniforms.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like some bullshit rivalry down there that one of the teams they play against, that stadium for soccer, they banned the color green because of it. So they picked 2 teams with green as their main colors.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you just imagine though, like, oh yes, 2 teams with green. We're gonna put them in a stadium that doesn't allow it.
The Dirty Birds and the Cheeseheads.
Yes. Alright, anyways, folks, I think we're gonna end the stream here. Is there anything else happening? Surely.
No, nothing ever
Whatever
happens.
happens. If you guys did enjoy the stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today.
Join the channel, you fucking stingy cunts.
Will you stream tonight? No, I want to watch the draft. That's kind of why we did the stream early today. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, wherever you see me from. Godspeed.